Hey guys, Magnus Robert here, bringing you another Walking Dead child character video. Today we will be looking at Owen and his mother, two Woodbury residents who eventually moved to the prison. I know I'm cheating a little looking at his mother too, but what can I say? The video would be too short otherwise. So Owen is of course male. He is played by Owen Ridings. He is 11 to 12 years old and first appeared in Hounded. Owen's mother is of course female. She is played by Erin Hunter. She is mid to late 30s and first appeared in 30 Days Without an Accident. Before the outbreak, Owen's mother of course gave birth to her son Owen, who likely went to elementary school, and when the outbreak began, they may have been living close to Woodbury as soon they found their way to the community. Now, Owen's mother is not seen in all of Season 3, but she was of course living there. It's assumed that she just avoided most of the conflicts that occurred at Woodbury and obviously wasn't drafted into the governor's militia, likely because she had some sort of condition or illness, or she faked it, or maybe the governor just decided not to enlist her for one reason or another. Owen wasn't, of course, because he was under the age of 14. In Season 3, Owen is seen playing with another boy, passing a ball back and forth and having fun. I'm not 100% sure that it's definitely Owen, but apparently the actor did film for this scene, so we'll roll with it. In the finale, Owen is seen hanging out with some old folks here near the gates as the governor and his militia leave to fight at the prison, and later, although his mother's not seen, he of course stays in the pantry with the other old, young and sick people, and of course his mother would have been there too. That night, Rick obviously arrives with the news about the governor's massacre, and as such, Owen and his mother get on the bus with everyone else from Woodbury to travel to the prison. Owen then arrives with his mother at the prison and they settle into their new lives. In between Season 4 and 3, Owen and his mother settled into prison life, welcoming new people into the community over the passing months too. There was supposed to be a scene showing Owen and his mother outside working in a garden, but it was a cut scene. But maybe this of course still happened over those kind of past months, and this was like a regular job that they did. Owen also began attending Carol's secret class where she would teach kids survival knowledge. Owen's mother, of course, not knowing about this. In Season 4, Owen's mother sits with Greg, Erin, and Dennis the Menace eating breakfast outside as Daryl passes. Where's Owen here? Who knows? Let's not question it. She, of course, says morning to Daryl. Later, Owen attends Carol's book reading class, but when Ryan Samuels leaves, she closes the book and starts a lesson about knives. Patrick dismisses himself and Owen listens to Carol begin the lesson. Then Carl oversees. Carol pleads with Carl not to tell Rick, but then he runs off. It's assumed then the lesson continued after this and Owen learned about using knives before he returned to his mother in D Block. However, sadly the next morning a Walker Patrick and a Walker Greg began to infect the cell block, attacking residents. Off screen, Owen was attacked by a reanimated D Block resident and was sadly killed. He likely was put down before reanimation by either his mother or another resident. His mother of course survived the attack but discovers her son's body. After the attack, the mother covers up her son's body with a tarp as she cries over poor little Owen. The mother then carries her son outside, presumably to bury, teary as she does. Owen of course is then buried. R.I.P. Owen. Eventually, Owen's mother gets sick, coming down with the prison flu, and is forced to isolate in cell block A. She passes Carol entering the cell block, kind of giving Carol a bit of a dirty look. She's grieving though, so we'll let her off. The mother then stays in her cell and is treated by Herschel, but a night or two in, she witnesses a man cough himself to death. She's ordered by Herschel to return to her cell as the farmer and Sasha wheel the body of the man out. She's in her cell some time later when a resident who was turned attacks Herschel. Owen's mother rushes to rescue Herschel. She says no, kicking the zombie and pulling her off Herschel like a badass. But sadly, whilst that's happening, Norris is being bitten by his zombified son, causing him to accidentally do this to Owen's mother. Shot in the chest. Damn. Eventually, Owen's mother reanimates into a walker and is attracted to Herschel banging his shotgun about. She follows him into the sort of room away from the other sick residents, and she is shot and killed by Herschel using his shotgun. Her body is later burned by Herschel to prevent the spread of the infection. R.I.P. Owen's mother. So, Owen and his mother were just background peeps to fill out the scenes, but there was a tragic tale here. A mother losing her son is always a heartbreaking thing, and the few scenes we got seeing her grieve are really kind of touching, and they just add to the brutalness of this flu arc that I honestly, in recent years, kind of love. Maybe it's because of the whole thing that happened in 2019, 2020, but the flu story arc for me is like an S tier story arc. I really love it. But also, she was such a badass. Let's be honest, she saved Herschel's life there. It's an added bonus. Underrated character. Shame stupid Norris shot her. She could have been the next Carol. Oh well. Owen though, he was just a kid who did nothing really. Again, he was just there to fill out the cast of kids like Erin, who was his real life sister by the way. So thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned tomorrow for another Dead, Walking Dead child character video. Dead. Bye. Dead.